Hi, I'm the Beauty Professor, and you can find my beauty blog at www.beautyprofessor.net. Today, I am excited to share a review of a brand new lipstick acquisition of mine. It is the Giorgio Armani Rouge Ecstasy lip color, and they're purporting this to be a CC lip color. So CC, BB, these are letters that we associate with skin bases like foundations. But in this case, they've infused color and care into a lip color. And I'd like to point out the very first, most obvious element of this new lip color, which is its gorgeous case. This is one of the most striking lipstick cases I have encountered in a very long time. This simple, chic, bright, monochromatic red is just so eye-catching, and I might add that it makes it a lot easier for me to locate in my purse. This lip color retails for $34, and there are 36 shade options. So with the brand new installment of lip color, and Armani hasn't released a line of lipsticks in a new formula in a while now, I was just spellbound by the inordinate amount of options. I picked mine up at Neiman Marcus last week, and my eyes quickly scanned the nudes and the reds and the corals and then ultimately the pinks before I settled on shade 504, which is Flesh. So I'll, in a moment, go ahead and swatch the lip color, talk about its wear on my lips, and then ultimately weigh in on this formula. 504 Flesh is a truly unique pink, in my opinion. Here it is in the tube, and you can see that it's a rather bright pink. When you see the swatch, you'll also note that it builds opacity with a few passes. And I'm still hard-pressed to find a dupe for this shade. It's not a blue-toned pink, but it also doesn't pull peachy on the lips. And I find that in most cases, a pink will go one direction or the other. Here it is swatched on my wrist, and you can see it's just a true warm pink. But somehow, because it's not peachy in nature, it still gives off kind of a cool air. I'm currently wearing it on my lips, of course, right now, so allow me to get close to the camera. Texturally speaking, this lipstick is utterly beguiling. It just feels so good when it's applied. I'll see if maybe applying it on camera a little more will give you a sense of the drag on the lips. It just glides on, and with each coat, you gain more opacity. I would say a single pass on either the lips or if you were swatching it would result in a semi-sheer wash of color. But the fact that it can be built up to full coverage is exciting, and it builds nicely without looking too thick or feeling excessive. It looks very natural, like it was intended to be a full coverage lipstick if you add 2 or 3 coats to the lips. Now, unlike other Armani lip color collections of the past, I'm specifically thinking right now of the Rouge Armani, from which I have a few shades. And when I contrast this particular incarnation to that, I will say there are some marked differences. First, there is a distinguishable fragrance. I can definitely smell it, and I could taste it if that were to be the case, and it's kind of perfumey in nature. I can't quite compare it to a certain fruit flavor or vanilla. It's nothing like that. It's just kind of a sophisticated perfume vibe, and I don't find it off-putting. It's okay. I find that it dissipates with wear, but it is a clear difference when I contrast it with the Rouge Armani, which in my memory is not scented at all. Also, this has a decidedly more comfortable feeling on the lips, and that's probably due in part to its CC intention, the color and the care. The Rouge Armani is long wearing, and I feel like when I apply it, and I don't mind this feeling, but I feel like when I apply it, it creates kind of this impenetrable layer on my lips that over time just becomes more prominent. This feels like I'm putting on a very lush, very moisturizing lip balm that just happens to have a lipstick effect. So I love that they have created this sensation while still being a full-blown lipstick. and the level of comfort I feel when I wear this lip color is significant. I probably get 3 to 4 hours of wear time without a need for touching it up, and I suppose that wear time would probably be extended with a darker color, maybe a little less with a lighter shade. Many of the nude shades are beautiful, but quite sheer, at least at first pass. And it does not degrade, and I might have mentioned that before, that this rather bright pink does not degrade to a hot pink mess on the lips. And sometimes that can happen with a pink in this color family. Because this is such a true pink and the formula is so comfortable, I found myself wearing this non-stop since getting it last week. And it's versatile in the fact that it can be worn as a sheer wash of color, it can be built up to full coverage, and I do enjoy mixing it with lip gloss. I've been experimenting with some of my very favorite Tom Ford lip gloss in Naked, and that just makes a very beautifully nude pink lip that's not so pale that it washes out the face. And once again, by itself, it truly feels like I am wearing a lip balm that incidentally just happens to have a marvelous wash of color. Overall, I am truly impressed with the Giorgio Armani Beauty Rouge Ecstasy CC lip color. It is hydrating, it wears beautifully, and the shade range is absolutely spectacular. There's definitely a color in there for everyone. I was in a rush when I selected this shade, but I couldn't be more pleased with 504 Flesh because it's a truly unique pink. I highly recommend the Rouge Ecstasy, and I can't wait to hear your questions and your comments on this video. As always, I will have this video on my blog as well as close-up shots of the lip color itself and swatches. So please don't forget to visit me at Beauty Professor, which can be found at www.beautyprofessor.net. Take care.